All right, Wamego Country Club, Wamego, Kansas, about an hour and a half from Kansas City, just north of I-70, between Topeka and Manhattan. So this is really, Wamego, doing a little research, is kind of the hotbed for youth golf. I found out just this morning that the boys team has a chance to go for the four-peat this spring, and the girls just won 3 out of 5 state championships, led by one young lady who just won it 4 years in a row. So really good youth program here. Good job to the high schoolers, and sign of really good things to come. So we'll do some expectations from the course. So Nathan, let's start with you. What are you expecting to see out here?
It's been about 13 years since I've played it, but I remember tough greens and a really challenging back nine. So I think they're going to be quick, but a lot of fun.
All right, Mark.
Yeah, I think the same on that. I looked at their website before we came out here and looked like a unique course. A lot of the layout looked nice, so looking forward to it today.
Okay, Darren.
For me, I never played here before, so I've heard very fast greens, and I'm expecting a challenge.
All right. Yeah, I'd never really heard of this course, and then I did some research online. They've got a fantastic website. So if they've got a lot of aerial flyovers, a lot of good information on there. One thing to mention too, if you can, look up Corbin's Clubs. It's a really neat program, a legacy program where they do loaner clubs to kids, and if they become interested, then they help those kids, find larger clubs as they grow, or permanent clubs. So let's go have a day and have fun on the course.
Look forward to it.
Right.
.224 it says to lay up.
All right, we just wrapped up here at Wamego Country Club. It is a private country club, by the way, so it is for members only, or you can play as a guest with a member, or they have a reciprocal to where you can have your club pro contact them and they'll get you on. But thanks again to Mr. Trampus Nickel. He's the GM at the course. He invited us out, so we appreciate that. We did meet Deb in the pro shop also. She gave a lot of good information, and Deb is a proud mom. She has a son on that boys golf team that's competing for the four-peat again this year.
Nice.
So congratulations to them. So we're going to do the ratings real quick on the facilities on a rating from 1 to 10. Practice area, clubhouse. Mark, what would you give it 1 to 10?
Initially, I think the clubhouse was nice. The barn grill area was nice. I didn't notice much in the way of a pro shop, but I think they did have a little bit for some stuff for sale. But facilities were good. They had a nice driving range. We did use the putting green a little bit, and that was nice. I'd say probably an 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, Nathan?
Yeah, I'd probably go about the same. If the practice green had some more undulation in it, maybe a little bit higher. It was a little bit of a tease for the round.
That's a good point.
What was to come later in the day, but no, I would agree. 8 out of 10 on facilities. We didn't hit the range much. We got after it this morning, but overall, really nice club.
Okay, Darren?
Yeah, I thought I could handle the speed on the practice green, and by the time we got out on the course with the more larger undulating greens, it was definitely more challenging out there. But I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
on facilities.
Okay, all right. I was at a 7.5, and then I saw that shuffleboard table in there, so that takes me up to an 8. So
Yeah.
I think 8 across the board on the clubhouse of facilities.
And the staff was nice too. You mentioned Deb and Trampus. They made a point of coming out and introducing themselves to us. So.
Becky was behind the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Becky was behind
okay.
the bar.
Thanks,
That's
Becky.
right. That's right. So
Awesome.
Great staff.
Okay, very good. Good to know. 1 to 10 on the course, the layout, the condition, the playability. Nathan, I'll start with you.
Yeah, for me, it's a 9.5 out of 10. I think really just late season for me probably is the only reason it's not up at a 10. But greens were rolled. They were fast. They were a lot of fun. They humbled us, but layout was a lot of fun. It's you know, very challenging. You got to be accurate with your tee shots and where you're placing stuff, but it was definitely a test, but a lot of fun. So
All right, Darren.
Same for me. I give it a 9 out of 10 on that. And for me, again, yeah, target golf. You gotta put the ball in the right spot, or you're gonna suffer. And I suffered.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, I think as we were playing, I think one of us said it's a tale of two nines. Front nine, a little wide open, a little forgiving. You know, you could get off the fairway and still be okay
Still
and have a manageable shot. But on that back nine, it's target golf, and you got to be dead red or you're struggling.
Yeah.
So I'm tight and really good.
That's
really
why
good.
these kids are so good. If they practice out here, those greens are fast. So
I think Nathan said humbling, and that's the way I felt after that.
It is.
Those approach shots were tough on those greens.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
fun course to play. It's a tough track in my book. I'm at a 9 on this just because of the greens, how fast they are. I didn't see a flat spot on those greens. They were all rolling. So it was very challenging.
A
So
lot of 3-putt bogeys.
there were, but we do it differently next time, wouldn't we? So, all right, good. All right, so we're going to talk about value. So let me give you some numbers here. So if you play with a member, it's $45. The reciprocal rate from your club is $59, and then they have memberships. I'll give you the membership cost. It's a $500 buy-in. That's great. The family membership is $254 per month, single $217 per month. Less than 35, the junior membership is $167 a month. Non-resident, 40 to 75 miles away, it's $1,044 a year. And if you're more than 76 miles away, it's $792 a year. So that's all your golf. So what do you think of the value, Mark?
I would say that's probably an 8, 9 out of 10. On a Friday afternoon, mid-morning to late or early Friday afternoon, there was golfers out there, but we weren't crowded. There was no waiting. There was no delays. It was pretty steady moving.
Excellent pace.
Yeah, excellent pace. So with that in mind, coming from a Kansas City or driving outside of that 40 to 70 mile an hour radius, I'd say it's a good value.
Okay, what's your rating, 1 to 10?
I'd say 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
Okay, Darren?
I'll give it an 8.5 or 9, and I need to find me a member out there.
Yeah.
Because that'd be a steal at $45.
Yeah,
really is,
unreal.
yeah.
It really would.
It's unreal. So what do you say 1 to 10 on value?
9.
9? Okay. Darren?
I'm gonna have to go to 10 out of 10 at $45 for, you know, if you have a member out there, and just the numbers you rattle off. To me, with the challenge of that course, that's a 10 in my book.
Okay, yep, good. Sorry, Nathan. And I'm looking at this like the cheapest country club membership in Kansas City is at least double that.
Right.
Oh, at least.
Right. The cheapest buy-in I've seen is $8,000 to $10,000, and then you're talking $550 a month minimum. Right.
Greens
So,
aren't that fun.
and the greens are not that fun. That course is in great shape. I know
Make
it's
Better
November.
golf, obviously. If
it
you played out
would.
there consistently, and you're going to be forced to become a better golfer, or you're going to quit the game.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They might be selling some memberships.
There might
So-
be.
All right, so I'm at I'm going to say on the value, I'm a 9, solid 9. I think if it were closer to Kansas City, obviously I think it would be more expensive. But if I lived in Topeka or closer, that could be my home club very easily.
Absolutely.
All right, well that wraps it up. So we'll go off to the next one. Thanks again to Trampus, the GM out there, for having us out. Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.